What's going on, Socialites? Ryan here, Commissioner, Global Pokemon Society, giving you the Week 9 update for our Season 7 Draft League. Taking a look at the Minor League first. They started their playoffs last week, so the first round of their playoffs are done. All the top seeds won, so we got the number 1 seed Slow Kings taking on the number 4 seed Diamond Desert Dwellers. And the rematch from the last week of the regular season, the number 2 seed Chicago Scrafties taking on the number 3 seed Phoenix Primals. So that'll be a good matchup to watch as well. Now, all 4 of these teams, if they so choose, will have an opportunity to move up to the majors. We still got to see how many open spots we have and what teams will have to kind of fight for their right to stay in the majors, etc. But definitely some exciting stuff. So let me know. All 4 of these teams do record, and they're all content creators. So check out their channels down in the link below. Definitely give them some love. Check out their battles. Yeah, and let me know who you think will make the finals for the minor leagues and who you think will be the ultimate champion, who not only gets a guaranteed spot in the majors but gets the number 1 overall pick in next season's draft. All right, now speaking of the majors regular season is all done, 9 weeks. Stick a fork in it. So we got our 10 teams for the playoffs. Your Boston Braviaries going 9-0. Undefeated, closing it out with a perfect game, the only perfect game all season. Well, perfect match, I should say. 2 perfect games, 6-0 sweep, 6-0 sweep against the Driftveil City Dragapults. You do see they are down there. They still made the playoffs. Didn't look super promising for them after that sweep, but they still get in. So let's see if they can make some noise now that they're in the playoffs. But we had 3 division battles going on. We'll start in kind of the least to most interesting ones. Not even least to most interesting. I don't know the right words to say it, but maybe less dramatic. Pittsburgh wins their first back-to-back division title. This is their 3rd division title in 4 seasons, so congrats to them. They beat the Charm City Charizards in the last week, so they will get the number 4 seed, Pittsburgh, and that makes Charm City our number 9 seed. So they'll have to be in the playoff round, but Pittsburgh gets that 1 week bye. Next, we'll talk about the 2nd and 3rd place teams here, but the Denver Ninetales beat the Oklahoma Thunderous to take their, they've won every Western Division title since we started doing divisions, Denver has. But that was a really good match, so definitely make sure you check that match out as well. And even though Oklahoma is 3rd in the overall seedings, since they did not win the division, that makes them the number 5 seed. So they do get a bye week, and they'll have to play Pittsburgh in the next round. And that makes Denver the number 2 seed. So, again, the reigning champs putting a lot of pressure on these other teams, showing that it doesn't matter if they switch games, they are still a force to be reckoned with. And then, probably the most drama-filled one are the Lavertown Gengars and the Tuscaloosa Talonflames. Tuscaloosa ends up forfeiting to Lavertown, completely ghosting them. Very, very rude. Very, yeah, just not good. No apology sent, no, just no contrition, just complete rudeness. And since that gives Lavertown the number 3 seed and moves Tuscaloosa down to the number 6 seed, they are going to play each other in the next round of the playoffs. Both of them still earning a bye, but they'll have to play each other. So, I don't know. I was wondering, other than the fact that it's completely rude that he completely ghosted him, I was wondering if this was like a strategic forfeit. Because all Lavender Town had to do was win 1 game out of the match, and it would still be this matchup in the first round. So the only way that this wouldn't have happened is if Tuscaloosa had gone a 2-0 sweep against Lavertown. So I'm just wondering, maybe they figured, hey, I don't want to give them any information. Let's just have this battle in the playoffs. Who knows? Who knows? Let me know. Comment down below. Do you think that is a crazy conspiracy idea, or did Tuscaloosa have some plans here? And then rounding out our playoff spots, we got Vero Beach making the number 7 seed, and Paris Saint-Germain finally getting another win. They start off 4-0, then drop 4 in a row. They do get a win to close out the season, so we'll have to see if that serves them well going into the playoffs. You see there, they have such a high differential, despite, you know, only a 5-4 record. They have the 4th highest differential. So when they win, they win. Let's take a look at the other remaining teams here. Not making the playoffs, we got the Buffalo Bidoofs, the Memphis Muse. Unfortunately, I tried my best. I sweeped Cole. If Memphis had won and gotten, I think they had to get 7 points. Like, it was still a long shot, but I did my best to help them, but they ended up losing to the Vero Beach Volcarona in the last week. Black City Zekrom. This is the first time in a while they haven't made the playoffs. Tokyo Tokus, just our champion from a couple seasons ago, misses the playoffs. New York Yankees on their return season, not so hot. And then the LA Kinglers, of course, are winless 0-9 team. They also ended up forfeiting to Tokyo, never really getting back to them in the final week. So yeah, overall, my thoughts on the league. First, I want to say that I do believe, unfortunately, Memphis is going to take next season off, from what I understand. If they change their mind, definitely let me know. So they'll be replaced by the winner of the minors, and then I got to see which of these other like 3 lower teams. So that would be LA, New York, and Tokyo, in that order, are going to be competing in some way to keep their spot. So we'll have to see how that all shakes out. We'll find out more about that in the next week or 2. All right, so yeah, my final thoughts though on the overall regular season and everything. I don't know, I liked Brilliant Diamond Shine Pearl, like the battling. It was kind of cool having the decreased power level. You know, I think that the decreased power level did mean that a lot of more games went to time. You know, the bulky Pokemon just have less Pokemon that can kind of break through them, and you just have less, you know, there's less offense basically. So we'll have to see. Hopefully teams continue to adapt. We definitely saw, I can't even say we saw less as the season went on. It was constantly games going to time. Never for me though. Never for me. But yeah, so that's kind of my only gripe. A lot of games go in time. But yeah, overall, I feel like this season went very well. You see a pretty good distribution of, you know, win-loss records here. So pretty cool stuff. Excited to see what the playoffs have in store. And also, not about the majors, but I think this was definitely the best minor league season. We got a lot of new teams in there this season, a lot of content creators, and that definitely always helps out, you know, with people who kind of care and are passionate about the league because they're passionate about what they do, being content creators. Yeah, so next we are going to announce the all-star teams. Got to figure out how to get these all-star games together. But yeah, let's announce the all-star teams. So that is the all-star teams. Let me know which team you like. We'll get that battle out probably some point towards the end of next week. Always difficult to try and balance these teams, but thank you to everyone who voted for their favorite Pokemon on some of the best teams, and we'll try to keep their sets as faithful to how they were used in the draft league this season. But yeah, super excited. Playoffs, of course, always an awesome time. Again, let me know what teams you're rooting for in the playoffs this season, majors and minors. Come check us out. We've been live streaming our Shiny Darkrai hunt, so check that out. If we get that done, probably some point this week / weekend, we might hop over to Shiny Shaman hunting. No shame in Shiny Shaman hunting. But yeah, usually I'm streaming that around 1 p.m. Eastern or midnight Eastern, but I usually schedule ahead of time, so just check and see if I have anything scheduled for that day. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Stay classy, society.